My name is Bonnie Falk from Fairfield, California. And when I moved here, I was at Kmart and I was in line. And I was pregnant with my son and my daughter was 2. And I'm standing in line and I looked at this person in line and I said, "Do you know where the nearest synagogue is?" And this woman said, "Well, what's a synagogue?" And I said, "It's where Jewish people go to be around other Jewish people." And she said, "What's a Jew?" And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm living in a place where somebody asked me what a Jew was, and I asked her if she knew who Jesus was because he was a Jew too. She didn't think that was that funny. That was my first experience. Trying to find Jews in Solano County was very difficult in the 80s. I think my children and I were the only Jews. Not really, but it felt like that.
So your father and your mother were Jewish?
Uh-huh. Both of them Jewish, and their parents Jewish, and their parents Jewish. She was manic depressive, bipolar. They got divorced during one of her episodes, which is common. And so she wasn't really able to take care of us, but she still was a really nice person, and she was never mean to me, you know. And I knew she loved me. She just did the best she could. And she was a great Jewish mom, you know. No, we weren't religious. But it's interesting, that word religious, because I think it's, you know, has so many different meanings, because I feel like I'm very religious.
When do you feel it mostly? When do you feel Jewish?
When I'm confronted with something sad, and I know I can handle it, that's when my Judaism gets probably the strongest, is that there isn't anything I can't get through. And whether it be losing a loved one, having an illness, it could be worse. And so it allows me to not be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. And that's okay with me too. Judaism, it's the way I think about before I eat something. I'm not kosher, but I do think about a little person in my brain that says, what would God want me to do? I don't think I'd be as happy if I didn't have my Judaism. It's everything. When I wake up, and the sunrise was just so amazing, and you know that God gave us that, you know.
You wake up for sunrise?
I get up around 4:35 every day.
By being Jewish, does it differ you from other people? Can you still have the same relationships?
You know, there's definitely been people who are taken back by Judaism because we're different. You know, we're a little picky, you know, about what we eat, about what we do. We have little quirks, you know. But that's okay, that we only get one chance.
How Judaism impacts you in your personality?
It reminds me to be humble, that all the blessings I have are more than I need. And it reminds me that we're not the most important thing. The challenges that I've been through, and there have been many, made me more thankful that I got through it, that I was strong enough to get through it. God doesn't give you anything you can't really handle. We think we can't handle it. I've had many deaths in my family, but they're still all with me. I know it. I can feel it. My mom's here, my son's here. I mean, even when my son died, which is probably, definitely the most horrible thing, I tried to find something that would make me thankful. That I had 22 years with him, that I cuddled him almost every night till he was 12, you know, to help him go to sleep. I just have so many amazing memories. I never saw somebody dying as that's it. I could talk to them, I could meditate about them, I could, well, I can't still smell my son's smell anymore from his clothes, but I kept a few clothes that I have. Yeah, every once in a while I'd take it out if I can smell it. I have a little jar of perfume that was my mom's, and she's been gone since 1997. I'll just open it up. Ah, that's how my mom smelled, you know. But she was a heavy smoker. So the last year of her life she stopped smoking because she had lung cancer. And so it was actually an amazing, you know, a sad thing like losing your mother was so horrible, to a horrible cancer. She just got emaciated. I have a picture of her a couple days before she died. And I kept that picture. I took it of her, which sounds horrible, because I was smoking cigarettes at that time. I quit the day we found out she had lung cancer. I lit up a cigarette and I said, what the hell am I doing? I threw the cigarette down and I stopped smoking. That was like 25 years ago. But anytime I had an urge to smoke a cigarette, I'd say, okay, I'm going to go get Mom's picture, and I would just look at it. Anybody that would look at this picture of my mother a week before she died would probably never pick up a cigarette again. I mean, she smoked unbelievably. So Judaism actually helps me make all my decisions. It makes it easy for me. I can reduce the stress in my life. And I've been to Mormon churches. I've been to Baptist churches. I did all my research when my kids were little. And I went full circle and I came right back to Judaism. I've never been in a temple where a rabbi or anyone has talked bad about another race or about a lifestyle.
It's harder that your partner isn't Jewish?
Oh yes. Lisa and I have been together 25 years. I'm not going back, and I love her. She's the best friend and the best mate you could possibly have. I'm a queen. I get spoiled, totally. I mean, honestly. And that's what I dreamed a relationship would be like. The way that you guys interact is just so lovely. If I died tomorrow, I will have said I've had everything that I ever wanted in this life. But in my next life, I would like to marry a Jew. And sadly, Lisa had such a bad experience with Southern Baptist churches. She was made out to, you know, and she was closeted until she was in the military. And so, you know, to go to a church and have somebody classify you with child molesters and bad people. I never felt like, even when my son died, I never was mad at God. I'm not mad because I'm gay. I was for a while. There was many years I thought, I don't have to be this way. I'm going to be different or anything.
You wanted to change being gay?
Well, I didn't want to be gay. I wanted to be like everybody else. I mean, I was at a bad point. I mean, I was going to try to change it. I went to the doctor saying, can't you just give me something? Yeah. In America, we call Mormons who drink coffee and drink Coca-Cola, we call them Jack Mormons. So I'm like a Jack Jew. You know, I do things on Shabbat that I probably shouldn't do. But I don't like the word should. It's just one of those words. I don't even want to use that word should.
Have you ever felt someone personally doesn't like you because you're Jewish?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I think it made me stronger. If people don't like me, I'm okay with that. I don't have to have everybody's attention or friendship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. This was exciting and fun. It's like I'm in meditation. Thank you, thank you.